Alright guys, welcome to Nine Links. This is your host Alex. Today we're gonna do another prune on the Night Blooming Jasmine. Finished its first bloom, and we're just gonna tidy up a little bit and just prune it one more time. Remember, last time I told you I try to keep it a dome shape. As you can see, it's growing a little bit leggy out. It's extending it out. So, also another viewer asked me if possible I can do a close-up on where to cut and how to prune actually. And last couple videos I didn't do a really close-up. I just do a brief on the surface pruning. So as you can see, first of all, let me see if I can. This is the overall shape right now. I haven't pruned anything yet. That's since last time I pruned for the first bloom. So this one, we're gonna do a dome shape prune today one more time. Just still want to force it to be a dome shape instead of let it growing out. And I'm gonna do a close-up to show you where you need to cut when you do the pruning, and also how do you tidy up the after bloom of the these sticks and stuff. Okay, let's zoom in real quick. You can see right here, like these. Let me see if I can get it in a good spot. I'm just gonna carry the camera over there real quick, so it's easier to show you. Since you know the general shape already, let me just do this real quick. Okay, now you see all these. Okay, you see all these white, kind of like stick, but not. These are after the flower bloom. That's what's left. So you can cut them off. It'll take some time to cut all of them off, or they will naturally fall off itself. These are from the first bloom. And you probably ask, after flower bloom, how come there are no seeds formed? Well, remember, in my area, oh sorry about that. In my area, it's not tropical, so earlier bloom didn't really attract, I think, like moths and stuff, bugs, pollinators. So most of the time in my area, my zone 6B, usually the second bloom that attracts the most pollinators, and that's where I start seeing the seeds, like white seeds. Right now, the first bloom, you can see most of them just empty, no seeds form, and just a bunch of these left on there. Oh, there's a late bloomer right there. But anyway, I'll cut that off later too. And as you can see, this plant's ready for the second bloom. Like, let me show you right here. You see these? Let me zoom it in real quick. Focus real quick. You see these? These are the flower buds. They're forming already for the second bloom. So what we're gonna do today, we're trying our best not to cut the flower buds off. What we want to do today is like cut the top portion, like right here. Let me see. Sorry, just a little bit focus right there. Yeah, right there. Focus. Yeah, right there. So what we're gonna do is just to cut the crown off. Most of the crown new growths. So like if we were to cut, we're probably gonna cut right there. You see right there. And also when I make a cut, I usually tend to make it slanted instead of flat. One of the reasons for the slanted cut is that when the water drops on top of it, it will slide off. It prevents the water from building up. For these kind of branch, it's too small, so flat or slant don't matter much. But it's a good technique when you're cutting a big one, like for example this one right here. If we were to cut that one right there, we would probably make it. Let's just for example, this branch grows really tall. Okay, then the other branch I need to cut it off. But since it's a big branch, I want to make a slanted cut. So next time when the rains and stuff, water comes on top, it'll roll off. Instead of if you make a flat cut, sometimes the water will sit on top. Sit on top, it will rot the branch slowly. For this plant, really don't matter much because it's really strong and very what should I say? Very strong, and slanted or flat don't matter much. But as a general, practice for pruning, it's better to just cut everything slanted there. Okay, so I'm gonna put the camera back and I'm gonna do a cut real quick. And okay guys, so I show you a close-up of what's going on. So I'm gonna just start pruning right now and just have a good pruner. If pruner is a little stiff, have some WD-40 or something to spread on it, and make sure to spread it and clean it afterward, because you don't want to get WD-40 on any of these cuts. Okay, so we want to dome shape. Oh, okay, there's a wasp over there. Just decide to fly in and just, anyway, we'll try to avoid that. So how are we gonna cut? We want a dome shape. So we know these guys up here, it's already outgrow and new growth, just poking it out. So we know it'll go, our pruning goes from like this, a little semi-arc on the top. So over here, again, when we cut the new growths off. I mean, you can cut the old ones off too. And while we're at it, we'll try to tidy up a little bit by getting rid of these after bloom. I don't know what you call it, but it's just I will call it flower stalk. So we'll just cut these off. It looks better. I mean, you don't have to cut them off. These will eventually fall off too, but while we're at it, let's cut them off. Okay. So I'm just gonna do these. Again, when doing pruning, try your best not to cut the flower buds off, because that's what we want, flower forming. But if in any case, then usually not a problem, because new growths usually don't have flower buds on them, because they're new growth. They haven't got their leaf developed yet, and so the flower buds usually come after. I'll try to turn the plants around for you guys to see, but I'm just gonna get this. Yeah, there's still some little bit of flower left on top, but it's okay. So like this, when you cut, you want to go slanted. And also, one thing about, like I mentioned on the previous video about this plant, is that don't worry about pruning if you made a mistake. This plant loves to grow, and it grows really fast too. It's very, what should I say, forgiving. So usually when you prune, want to get a dome shape, you get it first from you get, and then you turn around. So you know, sorry if it makes a squeeze noise. Last time, it's pretty annoying. I did it last time with a lot of squeeze noise. I think, okay, I'll try my best not to squeeze. Okay, anyway, so after you turn this way and you look on the side, okay, it's not round, so you cut these guys off. Like I say, when you do a pruning good since last time, so you don't need to do much this time, just need to follow up a little bit. And also, you can't just, you don't have to like do the pruning. Okay, after 2 weeks, I'm gonna do the pruning. Most of the time when you go out in water, you see some of these guys grow a little bit outward and poking out. You can just get a pruner, just cut it off right there then. You don't have to wait a couple of weeks. The reason I waited that long is I was on vacation for some time, and also after it bloomed, I'm just waiting for all the flowers to fall off and then going in and then start pruning. And I know the second one is coming. If I don't prune right now, the second wave, the second new growth, or the leaf will get stronger and the more flower buds will form on them. So that means I still can prune it, no problem. But with the flower buds, I rather let it bloom instead of just cutting them off. So like tidy up. These are the after growth, after bloom. So we'll just cut these off, and that should be pretty good. See, not much of a work. So I don't know if not much of work. So you can see it's getting more bushier than last time, and the more you prune, try to maintain that shape, the more it gets bushier and more it gets round and more start to form the shape. And as you can see, a lot of these, let me zoom in real quick. See, a lot of these flower buds are forming. Like right here, these guys give it about, so my zone, I usually get 2 blooms. I told you, one in early May, around mid-May, and then the second one is around early August or mid-August, and that's the one that attracts most pollinator. And by the end of August, I will see a lot of different little, what you call fruit or seeds forming. And those, just want to remind you one more time, those seeds, what you call a berry, it's poisonous. So don't let kids play with them. Most of the time, I just go in there, do another small prune, cut those berries off, and throw away. Yep, that's it for today, guys. Hope you enjoyed it. And if you have questions, just post down below. Like I said one last time, this plant, it's very forgiving. And if you messed up pruning, don't worry about it. It'll grow out fast. And again, just a side note, since it bloomed last time, so it used up pretty much of a lot of energy, so it will bloom again. So you can use a little bit of bloom fertilizer, like bloom booster. And yeah, that's it for today. All right, thanks for watching.